What's up, guys? This is Bolvar the Fell-Handed. Since the Tiger 131 is being re-released into the wild, I decided to bestow upon you some Tiger 131 footage, my constant viewers. Now, this tank, if you are unbeknownst to the qualities of this vehicle, it is a DPM monster. What they have done is taken the Short 88, which is more or less the first package on your standard Tiger 1, and buffed the pin. What this means, guys, is you have a gun that almost does what the long 88 does, except does it faster. Now, granted, of course, this does not have the standard penetration of the Tiger 1 Short 88. If it did, no one would buy it, dear viewers. Now, however, this thing does have very beefy penetration. You could actually run through a whole game without using any APCR if you got lucky. Granted, of course, I always recommend carry some APCR in case you are backed into a corner. Those that are privy to my videos know that I am no stranger to premium ammunition. Moving on. Now, granted, guys, I said this thing is a DPM monster. However, please don't get it confused with like your Churchill, your Captured KV, tanks of that nature. It will fire fast, however, it is not a lead hose. Moving on, let's get into the game. If you guys have watched any of my port South Spawn videos before, you know this is my favorite spot. You can literally just sit here in the middle, farm damage, farm, you're spotting your sys damage, what have you. It's incredible. So right now we are shooting the rear wheel of this T-29, keeping him permatracked. He apparently is okay with it. He's not even looking in our direction. And my dear viewers, we are fine with that, as we are in no hurry to get shot. Take a few rounds to the back of the turret. One actually went through the the bolt-on stowage box. We're not great fans of that, so we are dropping back down into our hidden little area. Now, guys, if you are in a 1v1 situation and you are facing a Tiger 131, you need to be very careful. He needs to be very low health, and you need to have an abundance of health, because more often than not what he will do is load APCR and just lay rounds into you. And guys, as a general rule, if you are ever in a 1v1 situation, normally you need to run that APCR, because you know what, we're not about saving money here at Bolvar the Fell-Handed. We're about winning, and that is what winners do in a 1v1 type situation. Now, moving on, as you can see, the Churchill is in a poor position. I am in a strong position because I am hull down. He was not hull down, and he kind of ended up paying for it. And you know, from this position, you have excellent control of the map. If the artillery gets to where it can hit you, you are going to have a bad time. That being said, this strong position, especially with a high DPM tank, would take multiple tanks to have to come dislodge you, if you kind of catch my drift. You can fire both ways on the tracks here. I mean, I just can't say enough about this position. And of course, you know, you've seen the videos where I'm in this exact same position and I end up getting rolled, because some of these platoons out here understand how valuable this particular location is to the game, and they say, you know what, we got a high DPM tank out there, we need to go ahead and get rid of it. Now, guys, I have switched to APCR because they are moving up on my location here, and I want to make sure every single shot counts. And you know, you should always do that, but in this case more so, because if you look at the map, there's not a great deal of tanks between myself and the rest of the enemy force. I decide to come out of cover here to see if I cannot possibly farm some more damage. Now, guys, I wouldn't normally recommend that, but I'm kind of greedy, let's just be honest. I don't want most of the damage, I want all of it. And that's the mentality you need to have in this game in order to win. So as you can see, I'm kind of getting drugged through the mud here as I came out of cover. And you know, like I said, I probably shouldn't, but you know what? We're over here, we're making things happen, and we're just kicking out tons of damage, which is what you want, even though, you know, you may have to suffer a little bit in order to get said damage. So, you know, it's 6 of one, half dozen the other, if that makes sense. We had a very good game. We got 6 kills, Top Gun, 3118 damage, and I think it was 1147 assists. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time.